checked. It's February 2nd.
That's a ground.
Hey! News, big news. Punxsutawney Phil.
I thought it was ground.
In Gobblers Gob. I love Gobblers Gob. I think I would like to go live in Gobblers Gob.
Okay, well, you go right in. I'll wait until there to go.
Yeah, oh Phil, I watched him this morning. I kind of felt sorry for him because all those people were hopping around like crazy people, but I think I would probably do very well in Gobblers Gob because they were all hopping around like crazy people. So kind of felt sorry for him, but he did not see his shadow. So that's a good thing. That means we're gonna have early spring.
How can you see anything out here? I can't even see the car in front of me.
Yeah, but
oh shit.
Uh-oh, what is going on here? Uh-oh.
I think we left early.
Yeah. Oh, you don't have any brakes
No.
at all? Like your brakes went out?
My brakes went out. Or this is sheet of fucking ice.
This could be ice. What we're gonna do is we're going to just take it very easy.
I had nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay, well let's move. I think if we're on this side of the road,
I don't even know if that's any better. That girl just spun out over there. So.
Yeah, but I think she spun out from the middle. Well, weather report was wrong this morning.
Yeah.
We're north, and it said east and south. Black ice.
I'm trying to stay with one in the middle and one on the side.
Okay, you're doing good. Shit. Just make sure you.
Well, if I go, it's going to have to be that way.
Yeah. Well, that and
I don't want to. If I didn't have to put that brake on, I wouldn't have known that I was.
Yeah.
It was that icy. I mean, four-wheel drive.
Okay.
I'm just picking it up a little bit. I ain't picking it up a whole lot because these people don't realize I couldn't stop.
No.
I got a bend to come around up here. I'm thinking about getting off and going 96.
Yeah, really.
I mean, we're a little behind, but you're okay.
Yeah.
Unless you start to slide too much that way.
If you slide too much, pop it down in your low gear.
Yeah. I mean, I had nothing. It was like I had no brakes left.
But it's a good thing because you don't want to hit your brake.
Yeah.
When you're on ice.
I had nothing.
You want to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder, my God, they just kept saying, don't worry about north. You're okay north.
Fuck, that was fucked.
Bad weather people. Well, I think it's a good idea to get off just because you're not sure if it's your brakes.
Yeah.
And we just happen to be in an ice patch when it happens.
Right.
So let's make sure we test your brakes. And I wouldn't go very fast either because if you're going to come off that ramp and you don't have brakes.
Yeah, I'm doing 40 right now. Is this the ramp? I don't even think this is the ramp. I can't even tell what's what.
I can't tell it either, Terry. I think
it was, wasn't it?
Yeah. So we're going to go 106?
I think I'm going to go down and do 106.
Okay. Okay, we're back.
Yeah, really. So this guy turns the corner and he stops.
Well, we did determine that the weather people were
wrong as
wrong.
usual. Actually, I think I might go 96 because I think maybe it's more traffic's ran on that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go ahead and go and then cross over.
So we got off the interstate because we didn't want to take another chance on
any more
bridge
ice
or
that we
whatever.
can't see.
Yeah,
At least here, I'm a little maybe.
And Terry does have brakes.
Yes, thank God. I've got brakes.
And thank God she didn't hit him real hard because we could have been in the ditch with the lady in front of us.
Yeah.
So that was good. That was good. Hey, we've been fighting weather this week. It's been a weather fighter. So, a little fog ain't going to get us down because it's just better, we survived the polar vortex. Yikes.
True.
Terry and I both had no power on Wednesday from 5:30 in the morning to probably close to 10 o'clock. And it was 30 below.
I wouldn't come too close behind me, buddy. There could be ice.
Well, he saw the same weather report I did, so he's probably thinking these ladies are driving awfully darn slow in the morning. But we saw people slide,
and there was an accident in front of us.
Yes.
Oh, he must have spun around and hit the guardrail. That's what they did because the whole front of it was smashed.
Yeah, and it probably just came
coming up
and,
over that bridge.
Yep.
Put his brakes on slightly.
It was
off to the wizard. He went.
He didn't go with it. He put his brakes on.
Window.
He should have just went with it.
Yeah.
Went with it.
He touched his brakes.
And then he would have done a 360 and it'd been cool.
Back around.
Yeah. Woof.
I did that one time we had this big green station wagon. It was huge. It was a monster, and it was coming down off the hill. And we lived in Pennsylvania, and all of a sudden the car just started spinning. So I just let go.
Let it go. Yeah. I had the same thing happen. I think I was on 62nd Street, and I was coming up to four-way stop, and I was driving Dick's dad. He had a white. God, what kind of car was that? Maybe a Ford, but I was driving his car, and it was an older model car, and it was, I think it was wet. I don't know if it was so much icy, but I hit there was a car coming at me. I hit something, I slid. I didn't hit my brake. I did a 360, and when I came around, I was like, kind of close to the car coming for me, but still facing like I should have been. And he started clapping.
Yes.
He was like, "Oh, she was so good. She must be a professional driver." And it was like it was probably the proudest moment of driving in my entire life. But I still think Dick's dad had something to do with that. Bird was going, "Don't hit your brake, Vicki. Just go with it." And I think there was another time, it was during snow, and I was in my Bronco, and I think Sherry was with me for some reason. And I remember coming off a ramp, and it was icy, and I looked at her, and I said, "I'm sliding," and I said, "We're just going to go with it." And we did a wheelie and turned around, and we were fine after that, but there was absolutely nobody coming at us, so it's like, it was good, since we were coming off an interstate ramp, But yeah, I had 2 times, when you feel kind of proud of yourself that you...
Yeah, I did when I was...
Of course, then, like maybe a month later, you have an accident.
This car I had was so huge, it was like a boat. And everything was automatic, and it was it was just a big, huge green station wagon. And I think I was pregnant also.
Yeah. That's a good move. You should have got applause. They should have got out of their cars and gave you a standing ovation.
And I missed the
pregnant
car
lady
coming in front of me because I missed it. I spun, and I ended up, and I didn't even end up in a ditch. I just kept on. I was like, oh, okay, I'm done. I can go now. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm going to click this off, and I'm going to turn it around so that we can... It went right in my crotch. Hold on just a second. Foggy.
Yeah. I was taking him to actually mom and dad's house to drop him off so I could go to work. And we had to go down a hill. And we got to the top of the hill, and it was a sheer piece of ice, which my brakes were gone. So I turned the car off, because they always said when you're going down a hill, I had nothing else to do. I turned the car off and just let it go. And luckily there was a tree that we hit the tree, because if not, we'd been off the side. We'd been down in a big gully.
Good thing for that tree.
So Aaron and I said, "Hold on," and I had his hand, and I said, "Hold on, it'll be okay." And he's going, "Mommy, are we going for a ride?" And I said, "Oh, we're going for a ride, all right."
Going for a ride, baby.
We're going for a ride.
Baby, going for a ride. Okay, I'm going to pit back. We got some fog here going, but we're going 96th Street, and it's pretty clear right now. So if any of you are traveling this way, of course, by the time I post this, it could be 2 hours later, but crossover. But I think we're supposed to have fog until later on today. So
yeah, I think so too.
Just be careful out there. I'm going to flip it over and we're back. And of course, when I had the little fupa on the interstate, I don't know if it was a fupa or not. But
yeah, I'm not sure about that.
When we had on the interstate, it's like, what the hell's coming up there? Okay, we don't have brakes. No.
Well, good thing I started slowing down a little, because I was going like 40 something. Good thing I slowed down when I saw the flashing light, because I don't know if I would have stopped in time.
Yeah, and it's a good thing we didn't leave 4 minutes earlier.
Mm-hmm. It could have been us.
We would have hit that one right on the nose. We could have seen that one lady fly over to the ditch. Oh. Well, hopefully she's out of there by now. It didn't look like anybody got hurt. It just was a craziness. Okay, we're in 160th Street. We're doing pretty well.
More down.
And actually, it doesn't look icy on the road, so.
I can't really tell, but it doesn't really look like.
Well, we were talking about Puxatawny Joe's ass.
Right. Little fucker.
Oh.
Excuse me.
I do think you said a few choice words.
I know I said as a giant several times. I'm not sure I said that F-U.
I think you might have.
You have to go back.
Yeah. I think you might have said it one other time, but that's okay.
Possibly.
Hey, we are not GP rated.
No, we didn't say we were.
We are not G rated. We are not.
Especially when you're driving in the weather is bad.
We are old people.
We'll say it anytime we feel
We're
like
going to say it because it just pops out of your mouth, you know? It's like
Can't help it.
you have no control. Oh, gosh. I'm trying to think what else after all that.
So in other words, we're having early spring, right?
We're having an early spring.
How old
Hey!
is this old groundhog?
I don't know.
Is it the same groundhog? Because he should have been dead by now.
I think they've been, my guess is they've been through a few.
Puxatawny.
But you know, I think we've got a Puxatawny Phil living out back behind Robert's house because I've seen him a couple times and he is a fat one. I don't know if he made it through the polar vortex, but you know, he's a fat one. And I don't think he was living in my bunker because my little raccoons or my big raccoon that sounded like he weighed 50 pounds in the bunker, I think might be gone. He might have packed his little bags because I
don't think you had a choice.
I had the critter control people come out because that's been my life, fighting the critters. You know, I want to keep them all, but you can't. Sometimes you just can't do that. It's my emotional support animals.
Yeah, carry them on the plane.
Yeah, I know. Well,
raccoon.
It's like you don't want to give any of them a hard time, but we were going to say it was a high 44 today, so it is going to warm up, which is better than what it was on Wednesday.
Yeah, 23 right now. 23.
Yeah, when Terry and I were like freezing our arses off for 4 hours.
Arse is still there.
Yeah. Yeah. You know you're in trouble when the only thing you can think to do is get back in the bed and get warm.
Yeah.
It's like it's the only game plan. Oh, I'd like to have a hot cup of tea.
Can't.
No, can't have that. Oh, I'd like to take can't take a shower to get warm. Okay, well, you know,
back to bed.
Gonna get back in the bed, you know, and lay there, you know. Thank God for cell phones and you know, because you know at least I was grabbing the internet, you know, my provider. I could have. Oh, and thank you to all those Facebook people that gave me moral support as I was experiencing my outage. It's like, at least you know there's somebody out there. There's somebody out there that knows you're freezing your ass off. Yes, so. But I did have my little dogs. My two little space heaters. They were pretty good. They helped out a lot. Well,
I had Bob that just grumbled and went back to bed.
And he would probably be like a big bear, you know.
Could be, but he was like all tucked in with a little blanket, like
he wasn't going to get out. He was going to say he was going to sleep that one off, huh?
Yep. He was still sleeping when I got up. I was like, geez, I'm up now. And I wanted to get up and get a hot cup of coffee.
Yeah.
When it came on, I said, I'm up.
Yeah. We just start at 5:30 in the morning, and I sleep with the sound machine.
Yeah, we do too.
And so as soon as that sound machine went off at 5:30, I mean, I'm like wide awake, you know, and I knew the power went off.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, not a good thing. Because I was thinking, just get through this day because it's going to be a cold one. It's going to be a real cold one today. I was just trying to figure out, you know, I have really good, what do I want to say, tornado preparedness. Great with that. I got flashlights, I got batteries, I got all sorts of stuff because I'm just fearful of tornadoes. And living in Indiana, think that's, you on that list. But I did not have my polar vortex
Ready for her. Yeah.
minus 30 power outage preparedness going on. So lessons to be learned. Terry and I talked about is, we're thinking about, I didn't know there was such a thing as a battery prepared or battery operated space heater.
Yeah, space heater.
Might not use it ever again, but I'm going to go buy one because I am not going to go through another situation where you don't know when your heat's going to come back on. And, by the time they got the heat back on, I was like at 43, 42 degrees, and I was close to, I felt like I was seeing my breath in the lower, and that was upstairs. That was in the lower part of my house. I didn't even go down there. And then my house didn't warm up till probably 7 o'clock at night by the time it came back on. So it was an all day layered clothes, but I did have a lot of Dick Rice fleeces in the closet, so it's like I had about 3 fleeces on the entire day trying to work. So, but yeah, get your polar vortex preparedness going, because that's on my list, buying one of those battery operated space heaters.
There's some at Target is what I looked at, and there was some Home Depot had a few. And they're not huge, but
they would just be just enough to just whatever space you're setting in. If that,
well, yeah, that's basically.
Oh, you're not hitting something again, are you?
Okay.
That would help. That would definitely help keep, maybe keep the temperature in the 60s,
right?
Instead of
ours went
42.
down to about 48.
Yeah,
but then it came up pretty quickly because
I know
our house is a little newer than yours, but
well, I just got that new furnace that's got which is great for if you're going to buy a stage furnace where it's a 2-stage where it goes on slower. It's great for conserving energy, but when you're trying to get your house from like 42 degrees back up to the 60s, it takes a while. And which I have no. That was why I bought it, but that's why it took so long, I think, for my house to get warm. So, but it's okay. It could work. There could be worse things that happen.
Yep.
No, not really.
Like sliding off the interstate with bad ice.
Yeah, like sliding off the interstate. We avoided that one this morning, so, and I think we're almost there, and I think we're just a little late. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off now, because as we get into the parking lot, we're going to be hurrying, but we're not going to hurry enough where we're not going to be sliding.
Yeah.
So
I'm not running.
So anyway, all those ladies at Revel Fitness, feel our pain, because we did make it here, and it was kind of a close call. So, and I probably won't play the entire
because I said you made bad words.
footage as we were in the middle of the cluster F on the interstate, but I'll put in the best parts there. So. It should be interesting.
Did you see the whites of my eyes?
Oh my gosh. I was trying to be cool and calm, but it wasn't coming off very well. At all.
No, Vicki, I really have no brakes. I was
Really?
to make that clear to you.
I have no brakes.
Have no brakes.
I'm sorry. What does that mean? You have no brakes at all?
I mean, I really
Do we have a malfunction? A car malfunction? Or are we sliding on the ice?
I'm sliding, but I have no brakes. I'm telling you now.
Which was probably a good thing. Okay. Alrighty. We're out of here. See you next week.
Okay.
And yeah.
Hopefully.
And Punxsutawney did not see a shadow.
Which that really means
So,
anything. We don't know.
It means we're going to have it.
That's
spring.
what they
We're
say.
going with that. We're going with that. Peace out.
Bye.